Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home to the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. Big Red is here ready to lead these fans to victory. They're eager to get this clash underway. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hilltoppers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nevada Wolfpack offense heads out, and they'll have the ball first. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Nevada going quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Hilltoppers offense will go to work for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play. He drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down. New set of downs, new set of problems.
They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On unleashes one. Complete to the left. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now it's 3rd and goal. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, WKU. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To the air, it's Lambert. Firing to the right, complete.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check.
Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Nevada going quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Protecting the quarterback is what got this team in trouble last week, right? They lost that game in large part because they gave up 4 sacks, and here we are early in the game, first quarter. They've already given up one again. This offensive line has got to be able to figure it out. They're just not communicating up front. They're letting guys run scot-free at the QB.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Lambert. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Goes out of bounds at the 44, but sets his team up with a terrific return. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Wants to go up top on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Buys a little time with his feet. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. And the Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. A little bit of feeling each. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking downfield, it's Lambert. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Nevada going quickly. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Shoots it to the left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Handoff to the single running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Catch in the middle, it's Ashley. Good job running that route to get past the sticks. Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home of Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. We're expecting a full house, and they are more than ready to get things started. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hilltoppers have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Nevada's offense will get the first swing of the game. Defense wants to bring the heat. Handoff from second down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Nevada going quickly. Looking to pass. It's Lambert. Got it set up on the outside.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. But the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So Western Kentucky's offense will get the ball for the first time. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David Herschel Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously highly recruited. Everybody talked about it. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did.
Gashing the knee on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as his offense in business.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the move, it's Reed. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it's squarely...
Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
On the option. Now the toss.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Nevada going quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Rides the back and leaves it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Hilltoppers are threatening in the red zone. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
The Hilltoppers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Topper. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to throw. It's Lambert. He's got his man across the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got him downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on second and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. On the option. He'll toss it. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance, everything their play caller was.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. There he goes. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Dances away. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a second down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The Hilltoppers are on the move.
Charcoal! Charcoal! Charcoal!
The option look. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations that got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hilltopper. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Nevada going quickly. Gives it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, if they got the first down, they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Lambert. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake. Floating away. Fires on the move. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Hilltoppers will line it up on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Dances away to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And how about the 3rd down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the 3rd down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, WKU.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area, because of his speed and his size. He's a nice target right there on the post. You see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks and runs through another guy. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Nevada, after throwing it in reverse, has a lot of work to do on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Lambert. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hilltoppers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
It's first down from the 37-yard line.
Football 7. 22 water. 22 water.
Quarterback making adjustments. It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Hilltoppers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Intentional throw.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down.
Here we go. Sack.
They'll run the option. The pitch. And some room to work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Hilltoppers are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You've set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Nevada, deep in its own territory, just needs to get some space to operate on first down. Looking to throw, it's Lambert. Finds his man. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. After that last completion, it's second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push.
Turning it on. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Nevada going quickly. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Here's the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Creates a little space. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through two quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Moves up to the 34-yard line, giving him a 10-yard pickup.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Fires on the move. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Hilltoppers have this offense rolling. Might be calling a hot route. Tight end. A little too much on.
We look at this entire game, how can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Rushes on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I feel like this defense really needed that, man. They need a shot in the arm. They've had some bad possessions, not been great. Nice job getting to the quarterback, getting in a predictable third and long situations where now you can unleash that pass rush.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win first and second down, bring their dime personnel on the field third and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
Downfield. Got his man. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He'll be stopped behind the line again. Things going from bad to worse. Big deficit on the scoreboard and a long way to go for the first down. He'll take a shot. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great.
He's taking the shot. He's got it down the right side. Finds a seam. He's a touchdown, Western Kentucky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about the offense being aggressive, willing to drop your quarterback into the end zone? If he gets tackled, it's a safety, gets the ball out, and the receiver does the rest. 98 yards to the house. What an explosive play.
Nevada, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap him from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Lambert. Lets it fly on the move. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Hilltoppers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Under fire. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. On the run, still looking. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They think there's room to run to the right here.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Under fire. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. At the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And, man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Unloads it downfield. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. With the catch, it's Hutchinson. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Back to pass, it's Lambert. Gets it out fast.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. Touchdown, Nevada. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Western Kentucky, 35. Nevada, 21.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loses 3. 2nd down coming up.
The Hilltoppers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Going for it all. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Topper. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Makes the grab. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To throw, it's Lambert. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice 1st down sack.
Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Nevada will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Touch pass on the right. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
It's a turnover on downs.
Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Dropping back, it's Lambert. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Woods. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Burleson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Nevada comes to the line on 1st and goal.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Western Kentucky, 43. Nevada.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the lone running back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Takes a hit as he fires. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Nevada. What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They Davis looking to pass. He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get...
He lets it fly. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflect.
Makes the grab inside the 30. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up.
And that's exactly what I want from my quarterback. I trust you. I want to throw the ball down the field on 3rd and long, make a play, but understanding the situation. Throw that thing to the crowd. Now a field goal puts me up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter where I like my chances.
And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to throw, it's Lambert. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Snagged in the middle, it's Hayes. They stop him before he can get to the 1st down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be 4th down. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Using his legs, it's Reeves. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the 4th quarter has kind of changed, and this defense has settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo...
He's looking deep. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Hilltopper.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Lambert. There's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Oh, that might be a little too close for comfort for me. If I'm a play caller, I want to create some space. I want to take a shot and maybe throw the football down the field. But woof, I want my quarterback to know, like, listen, hey, we're really close. We're a bad spot away from 2 points for the other team.
He is stopped short of the line to gain. The fourth down try goes awry, and that might just do it. So after hitting bankrupt, spinning that wheel of fortune, now this offense can tack a little more onto the lead. They have it first and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Bringing the heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Offense just not able to get it clicking down here in the red zone. That's 3 straight incompletions, trying to fit the football into tight windows, but the timing not there, and now it sets up fourth down.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on fourth and goal. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Scanning the field, it's Lambert. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground.
Lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. The defense had the stop. They were about to get the ball back, but the critical mistake puts the throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board.